The moment has finally arrived. After establishing all the farms and machines he needed, the noob can finally begin building his home. He has stored all the resources he needs to build this home in 2 double chests. In order to make it easier for you, the noob is building the home layer by layer, so if you would like to copy the home, you can pause the video as needed to build each layer. He begins with the first floor. He adds a kitchen and dining room area, some bookshelves, and a jukebox, so he can play music discs. He will extend the staircase further upwards to the upper floors. To make the dining room table, the noob uses a piston facing upwards, which he extends by placing a lever below the piston and turning it on. He places windows on all 4 sides of the home, so he can see out in any direction. He adds a grandfather clock, which will tell him the time. Later, he will add an item frame with a clock in it to give the grandfather clock a face. A bell under the clock will give the appearance of a pendulum. To add to the look of the grandfather clock, the noob uses paintings. He is looking for a specific painting, so he places and breaks the painting until he gets the one that he wants. With the ceiling of the first floor complete, The noob adds lanterns that hang on the beams, which run across the ceiling. He also adds lighting over the entrances on either side of the home. It's always good to have an alternate entrance in a Minecraft home in case there are mobs near one of the entrances. Using glowberries, the noob adds vines under the overhang of the first floor and limits the length they can grow with string. He can later bone meal these for additional lighting. He has also placed random glow lichen around the base of the home to add texture to the surfaces. Note that the noob has also added random stone brick blocks in the walls to break the monotony of the stone. Next, the noob begins the second floor of his home. He chooses a red terracotta flooring for this floor and calcite for the walls, with random white wool blocks for texture. The calcite was obtained from an amethyst cluster that the noob remembered passing when visiting a lush cave in an earlier episode. On the second floor, he will add a small living room with a fireplace, couch and table, and will also add some cabinets along the walls of the home which will hold potted plants and chests. The addition of villager workstations and potted plants add a lot to the detailing of a home and goes a long way to making the home inviting and comfy. Once the second floor is complete, the noob takes a moment to add glowberries to the outside of his second floor build, as well as lighting where needed. The noob then adds a loft, which will be his bedroom. As the noob is a Minecraft enthusiast, he cannot resist the temptation to sleep in bedsheets with a creeper print on them. And finally, it's time to complete the roof using the fully oxidized cut copper blocks. He contrasts the cut copper with a dark oak border to frame the roof. The Noob also adds a chimney on the far side of the roof, which will be topped with a campfire that gives off smoke and which gives the home a lived-in feeling when seen from afar. The campfire will be covered on all four sides with spruce trapdoors, so all one can see is the smoke. At long last, it's done. What a feeling of accomplishment. The home is built. The Noob adds some finishing touches to the ends of the roof and celebrates his new home with a dance. Not only has he built a beautiful home for himself, it is also a highly functional base of operations, with a functional basement that holds machines, farms, villages, and storage for all his future builds. Having gone from dirt hut to home, the early gameplay is complete, And the noob must now relinquish the title of noob. He is now Alex, a Minecraft player, ready for his next adventure. Of course, he will continue to learn as he progresses in his adventure, so there will always be a bit of noob in him forever. Find the inner noob in you. Join Noob-Friendly and begin your adventure. We await your arrival.